Hello traders, it is live stream time. Live stream time means get your questions over to me, guys. Yeah, we're going to take a look at the charts together. We've also got some big news data coming out. I mean, we've got a slew of data coming out of the US this afternoon or this morning, wherever you are in the world. So we're going to keep an eye on that, guys. We're going to look at some trades that I'm looking at. That is ads on YouTube just popping up. So yeah, we're going to look at all of these things, guys. And obviously take all of your questions about anything you like to do with trading, guys. All right. So yeah, this is it. Let's get started. What I was going to say, guys, is let's start by seeing what news we have coming out. All right. So this is the economic calendar here, guys. So guys, you know it's your job to remind me. Yeah. So in roughly 15 minutes, we have got this. Yeah. We've got ADP non-farm employment. Okay. And then in half an hour's time, or just under, we've got initial jobless claims, guys. All right. We do have more data later on as well. So yeah, we've still got services PMI, non-manufacturing PMI, job openings, and crude oil inventories. So yeah, lots of news today, guys, specifically for the US dollar. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see who we've got in today as well. You are gold. Happy days, mate. Good to see you again. How you doing? I am doing well, Coprod. I'm in this gold trade, and I'm currently hedged. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this hedge, guys. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why I got into this trade as well. So let's start there while people, turn up, tune in. Yeah, get your questions ready, guys. I will take you through this gold trade. So, as you know, guys, let's start with the day trend with gold, because I think a lot of people are looking at gold at the moment. All right. So with gold, we are clearly in a downtrend. All right. So we were in a downtrend. I did this in this morning's analysis vid. We got this big bearish candle, and the idea is to take price back down to these last lows here, if not further, guys. All right, so that's the idea with gold. And if we drop down to the H1, because this is usually my entry time frame, I like the look of this trade here, because I had this grey zone mapped out. This grey zone through here was once resistance, then it was support, yeah, and then potentially resistance again. Okay, it didn't really hold as resistance to be, as you can see. So I got in here, guys, because we've got this candle. Yeah, we've got a sort of bit of a doji candle before it, followed by a bearish, with no bottom wick. That is a bearish candle for me. All right, so I actually entered on this candle, and I put my stop at 1926. I gave it quite a bit of room, all right, because we had quite a large target as well. So the risk to reward made sense. But now I am hedged in this trade. Okay, so I have basically, I'm in a sell here and I'm in a buy here. All right, so this is a buy trade. Yeah, and this is a sell trade. And this is where I find myself currently, guys. All right, this is where I find myself currently. And oh, I'm just drawing random lines now, guys. Totally lost my mind. So yeah, that's what I am. I'm carrying this loss. Yeah, so those of you who are not familiar with hedging, I'm just carrying this loss. Yeah. So if it was my stop loss, yeah, I would be out of this trade. Okay, I would get stopped, followed my money management, no problem. All right. Instead of just stopping it out, I can close this trade at any point if I want and just take, a stop loss, a normal stop loss, or I can manage this trade. That's the idea of hedging. So I'm just holding this loss. Yeah, whatever happens to price, my loss can't get any bigger or any smaller. All right. And then basically, guys, all I'm looking for, it might be news driven. Yeah, it probably will be news driven, but I'm just looking for the next bearish H1 candle. So the next bearish H1 candle, all right, could be, let's just get rid of this. So the next bearish H1 candle could be in here. Yeah, because this is a real interesting fib area. This area here, guys, between the 0.5 fib, yeah, and the 0.618 fib, this is a real interesting area as well. So if I get a bearish candle form here, I will close this buy trade and try to carry on with the sell. All right. If that doesn't happen, price could come back up into this grey zone where price has reacted many times. And again, yeah, my idea is still to short this pair because the day chart gave me that direction. So if again I get a bearish candle up here, who knows what it will look like, but you know, let's say we get a big bearish red candle, I again will close this buy trade and look to take price lower. And I will protect myself by putting in a new buy. It's actually called a buy stop, not a stop loss, a buy stop. So I just buy. Yeah. All right. So that's what I'm looking to do, guys. I might get a H1 bearish candle here. Yeah. Okay, I'll close this buy order, or I might get one up here. Again, I'll close this buy order. And imagine, guys, if we get the bearish candle up here, I'm also going to make a little bit of money on this buy. Okay, so that's why I hedge, you know, and I always say this, guys, it's not a magic wand, but the advantages of this are you still can potentially manage your way out of a losing trade. Yeah, you know, as long as you're with the day trend, and you can even add another sell up here. And then if it does come down, some of my hedged trades are the most profitable trades I have. Yeah. Imagine this, guys. Yeah. Imagine price comes up to here. Yeah. And I get a big bearish red candle like this. All right. I am going at the close of this candle. I'm going to close this buy trade. Okay. And I would have made 25. Okay. Let's do a quick ruler. It's always difficult with gold. So I would have made 300 odd pips, right? Then, yeah, because we are looking for sells, yeah, we was looking for sells from here, but also could be here. And then let's say I enter another sell order, okay? And then price comes down, back down to these lows, yeah? I've made 300 pips on this buy order. This is all if this happens. This is hypothetical, guys. Yeah, I know that, but this is how potentially I will trade it. Then we can take the ruler from here to here. Okay, that's 1,400 pips. Okay, yeah, and then we've also got our original sell, yeah, which is 400 pips. Okay, so this is best case scenario for a hedge. All right, it could even go lower. All right, but you have made 17, 18, 2,100 pips. You've took some pips with a buy, you've took some pips with this sell, and you've took some pips with this sell. If that scenario played out. All right, so I'm happy to hedge. I'm happy to do this type of scenario. As long as I'm still with that day trend. And you have to know when you are wrong. So if we go to the day chart, the point at which I am wrong, yeah, if we really zoom in, is a break of this high. Okay, if price starts breaking out of here, I am not interested in selling this anymore. That's where I am totally wrong. And I will just stay in a hedge. And if that does happen, like I say, a hedging is not a magic wand. I just showed you the best case scenario. But worst case scenario is I get hedged again and again, and then eventually it changes, yeah, and breaks these highs. Then I will be carrying, you know, like I say, I won't take any more than a 3% loss. Okay, but that could well be a 3% loss if it starts breaking this area. Okay, but you know, most of the time, yeah, most of the time, guys, the daily structure holds. You know, most of the time it holds. Yeah, with structure, you know, chances are it will come back down. Okay, and again, it will be reliant on this news today as well. But you know, that's how I trade, guys. That's how I roll. I hedge. I think the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. It's not a magic wand, but that is hedging in a nutshell. I didn't mean to talk about hedging, but there you go. I got carried away as usual. So yeah, there you go, guys. Right, I got so carried away, I didn't see who else was in. Sam, hello, Tom. You are super gold. You are super gold. Sorry, can't help myself. Good evening, the foul. Only one Prev, an unusual name, but I like it. Please, what do you think about pound Swiss franc? Okay, we will take a look at that right now. Yash and pound Canadian dollar broken out of inverted head and shoulders. Yes, it has. Yeah, I called this head and shoulders pattern a few days ago now, and it's finally come to fruition. But what we'll do, guys, because what we have got coming out, I will look at both those pairs, but in 1 minute, we have non-farm employment. So we're going to play a little game. We are going to look at the euro US dollar because it's probably the most traded currency pair in the world. All right, and we're going to play a game. Don't look at the news. Nobody look at the news. Nobody look at the news release. We are going to play the game. What happened to the news according to the reaction on euro US dollar? Okay, has anyone got a timer? I have. Okay, 17, 16, 15. How exciting, guys. Yeah, listening to me count down for the news. But yeah, let's like nobody look at the news. I don't want to know the news. Let's predict what the news was from the reaction. Okay, so what do we think, guys? I think that is quite clear to me. Yeah, is it not you? So what do you think is the reaction we've got here, guys? Yeah, what's the reaction? Okay. So, guys, what's the reaction? Yeah, answers on a postcard. If somebody could please leave me a message. What do you think? Do you think it was better than expected, worse than expected? Obviously, guys, that is a lot better than expected. Yeah, let's take a look. We are seeing pure US dollar strength. What a massive beat that is. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it was 267 previously. It was expected to go to 228, and we actually got 497. Yeah, that is a crazy beat on expectation. Yeah, so no wonder we are seeing lots of strength in the US dollar. So that gold trade that I was in will be coming down as we speak. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, there you go, guys. So yeah, that look, I just want to focus on this figure. Yeah, that is a huge beat on expectations. Yeah. So I was also looking at New Zealand US dollar today, guys, because this was literally at the tip here. So yeah, I mean, that is also coming down nicely. So New Zealand US dollar was potentially a trade idea for today, guys. So what I will do is I will wait for this candle to finish. Okay, I will wait for this candle to finish because it will then be the H4 candle. And potentially, guys, if we, if the H4 candle remains like this, yeah, I think we have a potential short on our hands. Okay, because if you remember back to the day chart, guys, and my analysis this morning, we still haven't, broken these highs. So we structurally are in a downtrend, and we are back at these highs. Okay, and all of these wicks so far are closing back into this high. All right, so we haven't had a break of structure. We are still in a downtrend. So I'm still thinking New Zealand US dollar can do this. Okay, that's what the chart is telling me. I don't like to use the word think. It's not what I think, it's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what the chart is telling me. Okay, so yeah, look at that reaction, guys. Yeah, that is bearish. And yeah, US dollar strength. So yeah, let's wait for the dust to settle, guys. Let's see where we are with US dollar pairs shortly. Hello, Hamid. Hello, traders. Yeah, hi, Hamid. So let's take a look at some of your trades then, guys. So pound Swiss franc. Let's look at the reaction on pound Swiss franc, guys. So let's start with the day chart. Okay, let's start with the weekly chart. All right. So on the weekly chart, this is an old alarm. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, bit of spring cleaning. So on the weekly chart, I still think we have room to the upside with pound Swiss franc, because if you just follow the weekly chart, yeah, bang, we're in an uptrend. As soon as we break these highs here, we're in an uptrend. And we also broke these highs through here. Yeah, so we're clearly in an uptrend on the weekly chart. And I still think we have a bit of room back up to here. Okay, if we now drop down to the day chart, the problem with the day chart is the price action has been disgusting. Yeah, this is what's known as disgusting price action, because we are in an uptrend. Yeah, we are in an uptrend. I mean, simple, that is in an uptrend. All right. Yeah, higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, it's in an uptrend, but not one of these candles, yeah, not one of these candles. Look at all of these wicks. Look at this wick, this wick, this wick, this wick. None of these wicks tell me, to enter this pair. Yeah, none of them. Okay, and now eventually we're getting a nice bullish green candle. But all of those wicks, even these wicks over here, guys, pay attention to the candlesticks. Even these wicks here, all of these wicks here are telling me sellers. Yeah, it's not filling me with confidence to buy this pair. So we're in an uptrend in terms of daily and weekly. Yeah, let's sort of summarize the information. So we're in an uptrend weekly and daily. However, none of these candles fill me with confidence to buy this pair. This is why I haven't looked at pound Swiss franc. Yeah, because of these wicks. All right. And especially when we got this candle as well. Yeah, I was thinking potentially room to the downside. All right, but it hasn't been the case. So yeah, pound Swiss franc, if I had to trade it, I would buy it. I would buy it back up to this grey zone, potentially these highs here. So those US dollar pairs, guys, I'll show you that alarm in a second. That's just the US dollar pairs flying down. So yeah, that's how I would trade pound Swiss franc. If I wouldn't trade it because of, because of these candles. But if today's candle stays like this, and then tomorrow morning I do my analysis, this is potentially a good trade idea to buy this pair. If we drop down to the H4 now, yeah, there's this channel I drew in. Let me redraw it. You can see there's this channel, guys. Yeah, that's been, sort of hugging that moving average 20 as well. So it's never broken this channel. Yeah, so we've got this nice channel. And you can also see, look at the gray line, this moving average. The moving average is like a channel. Yeah, it's been supporting this upward trend. So yeah, nothing but longs on pound Swiss franc, potentially a bit of a retrace, and then we push higher. All right, so who was that for? Only one. That is for you, my friend. Yeah, that's what I would do with pound Swiss franc. Let's take a look at New Zealand US dollar. Look at that. Yeah, look at that candle. Yeah, that's what happens when you get crazy better news than expected. Look, I keep going on about it, guys. Look at that figure. Yeah, look at that figure. Crazy better than expected. And, look at that reaction. All right. So, yeah, that's what we're seeing, guys. US dollar strength across the board. Okay, so yes, Colin, US dollar CAD will be a roller coaster today. Any thoughts about this? Many news plays. I don't know, it's a few days old though. Yeah, I mean, the news play has happened, Colin. It's happened, and now it's a case of go with US dollar strength almost. Yeah, the thing with the I mean, this would be a breaking structure. For me, it's all about this level here on US dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. And guys, yeah, if you are a YouTube member like Colin is, I will always prioritize your questions. Okay. But if you would like to become a YouTube member, you can. All right. All the information is in the video description. So you can become a YouTube member. I think it's like £1.50 English or under $2. Yeah, and you get perks, guys. All right. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, become a YouTube member. So Colin, yeah, back to US dollar, Canadian dollar. It's all about this level. If this level breaks, which is looking like it is, we've still got lots of US news to come out, but that is a trend change to the upside. If we're still waiting for this daily candle to finish, but if this daily candle finished right now, yeah, we have got higher lows and then higher highs. Yeah, we are in an uptrend. So, if you were selling US dollar, Canadian dollar, don't force it. Yeah, that US dollar's got a lot of strength on the back of that data. All right. So yeah, go with it, not against that US dollar Canadian pair. If we take a look now at pound Canadian dollar, guys, let's see what the reaction is across some of the cross pairs. So pound Canadian dollar, this hasn't done much. Yeah, it's just affected the US dollar pairs. All right, but what are we seeing on pound Canadian dollar? So on the weekly chart, all right, again, guys, this is how I suggest you trade. Get information from every time frame: weekly, daily, H4, H1. All right. So weekly we are in an uptrend. Yeah, even a little bit here. So we still potentially got a little bit more room back up to these highs. All right, but we are in an uptrend. If we now drop down to the day chart, yeah, as we spoke about earlier, Yash, yeah, that inverted head and shoulders pattern is almost completed. Yeah, as in, once price does this. So this is what Yash is talking about. All right. So this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a shoulder. Okay. And what normally happens to complete this pattern is we get a break of this level. So let's say this candle finishes up here like this. Yeah. We get a break of this level. The understanding behind the head and shoulders pattern is whatever this distance is, price should go up that amount too. Okay. Obviously, in the real world, it doesn't always happen like that, but that's the idea behind the head and shoulders. And yeah, we called this, guys, you know, in my daily morning analysis we called this a few days ago, guys. Yeah, we called this down here. So yeah, pound Canadian dollar is flying, but I wouldn't be buying it yet. Yeah, because this is the H4 and this is that last daily high here. So let's see what price does here. Yeah, we might get a bit of a rejection here. Yeah, we don't know yet. I would wait for this H4 candle to finish, guys. All right. Yeah, and see where it ends up. But even if it does, imagine this, guys. Imagine this candle looks like this, and it breaks this high. Okay. You're thinking, buy, buy, buy. I want to buy. I want to buy. And usually, most traders won't have patience. Yeah, it's a big problem for all traders, including me, especially back in the day. I was an impatient idiot. All right, don't mind admitting it. But you will learn patience. If you don't have patience, the lack of patience will cost you money. Simple as that. Yeah, if you don't have patience, you will lose money. Yeah. So even if it does break this high, guys, yeah, let's say, you know, would you buy here? Would you enter a buy? No, don't do that. There is no value. Yeah. If that happens, great. I will patiently wait for potentially a retrace. I'll look for an area, maybe here. Yeah. Maybe it's the moving average 20. Yeah. But I will wait for an area. And then I want to see a bullish reaction. And then I will follow that momentum back up. Simple as that, guys. But I will never enter here. Yeah, I need a retrace because here there is value here, guys. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on pound Canadian dollar. It'll be interesting to see, like I say, how this H4 candle finishes, if it breaks this daily high here or not. Right, guys. Greg, how are you, my friend? How's the cruise? It's okay for some. Greg is always on a cruise. It's not fair. Okay, literally on the sea as we speak, like Popeye. My dad was like Popeye. My dad was in the Navy. He loved the sea. All right, guys. Right, unemployment data as well. Okay, so nobody look at the news. We're going to play the game. Nobody look at the news, guys. You are now going to tell me, yeah, what the employment data was. So what do we think, guys? Now look at the reaction on euro US dollar. So do we think the employment was better or worse than expected? Yeah, what do you think? Tell me. What do you think, guys? I'm going to have a drink. What do you think? Was the news better or worse than expected for the US dollar? And also, guys, while I have a drink, while you think, if everyone could please smash the like button, guys. Yeah, everyone right now, please smash that like button. It helps push the video. And secondly, guys, if you're new to the channel, then subscribe to the channel, guys. Yeah, subscribe right now. I give you my trade ideas every day, so what's not to like? So I'm going to say this little bump up here, yeah, the news, I'm going to say oh, actually, no, I'm not. Okay, no, it's changing. I'm going to say they were about as expected. Okay, I'm going to say about as expected. Let's take a look at the news. Okay, a little bit worse than expected, but not a big miss. Yeah, that is about as expected. 248, 245. That's a, that's a tiny miss. Yeah, that's a tiny miss. This won't give the dollar strength because this figure is the overriding figure. That definitely will give US dollar loads of strength, guys. Yeah, this will not give it much weakness. Yeah, this, I just cannot get over this figure. That is a crazy figure. All right, guys. So yeah, one was far better than expected. One was pretty much as expected, really, guys. And then don't forget, guys, yeah, we've still got, services PMI later. We've got non-manufacturing PMI, job openings, and crude oil inventories. All right, so don't forget them later as well, guys. It could be a real roller coaster on the US dollar, this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever you are from. Okay, guys. So yeah, that was pound Canadian dollar for you guys. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to ask me some questions? If not, I'm going to look at a couple of trades I'm in. All right. So, okay. So I've been in this New Zealand yen trade, guys. All right. So let me show you why. So this area here is such a nice, this is the H4. Yeah, the day chart is in an uptrend. Let me show you the day chart first of all. Yeah, so the day chart clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, reversed to or retraced to a nice area of support. Yeah, and if we go back to the H4 now, I was just looking for buys off of this level. All right, and as you can see, guys, yeah, we got quite a nice push away from this level. News currently is pushing this down, which isn't filling my trade with confidence. But, this candle still has 30 minutes before it finishes. If we drop down to the H1, I'll show you my entry candle. And it was this, guys. Yeah, look at this candle here. Look at this huge bullish reaction, in this gray zone, back at these lows here. That was a nice reaction. And the idea was just to take price higher. Okay. But yeah, we'll see this candle. I know some of you guys may be new to trading and you will start seeing a candle like this. All right. But it doesn't matter. Maybe it will. Maybe it will come down and take my stop out. Maybe it will. Okay. But this candle hasn't finished forming. This is my point. This candle looks like this now, but in 30 minutes, it could look something like this. Yeah, it could. So, just wait for that candle to finish. All right. But yeah, I'm New Zealand yen long as we speak. What else was I looking at today? I was also looking at pound US dollar. And this will be interesting because on the day chart, it was all about this gray zone here. Because for me, guys, pound US dollar has broken down. Yeah, we're getting, these are the last highs, last lows. We're getting lower lows, lower highs. All right. And price, it was about this gray zone through here was really important. Yeah, because it was once support over here and now it's proven to be resistance. And what will be really interesting, guys, is where this candle finishes today. Yeah. If it finishes, if this daily candle finishes as it is right now, yeah, then we are still looking for shorts. This level, these highs here haven't been broken, and this high hasn't been broken. All right. So if it stays like this, we're still looking for shorts. If this candle didn't look like this, let's say this was a full-bodied candle that looked like this, yeah, then I am no longer interested in shorting this. Yeah, just not interested. Okay, so pound US dollar is going to be all about this daily candle and how it, because after all this US dollar data today, it will be interesting to see where it finishes. Okay, finishes like this, let's continue to short it. Okay, guys, so yeah, let's take a quick look at gold, see what's happening with gold. That is okay, so that's come down, yeah, dramatically. Okay, so yeah, that's come down like a freight train. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, super bearish, guys. So that was actually my first target, but you know, but there's other targets here, guys. If I come out a bit, let's look at the day chart. Yeah, so I've got different targets mapped out, guys. So it could be back down to here, or even all the way back down to here, guys. Okay, so we've got some longer time frame targets on gold, but you know, just nothing but shorts at the moment on gold. Yeah, price is coming down. That news has, you know, made the move happen quicker. You know, I expect just to continue with downtrend. All right, guys. Yeah, any other questions, guys? Let me see if I haven't missed any questions out. Guys, before I look at anything else, if I could just mention a few things that our channel does. So first of all, guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel right now. We would love to have you. Secondly, smash the like button if you're enjoying this video, this analysis. And then also, guys, we have a free Discord channel. It's free. We've got traders, trade ideas, indicators, useful links, loads of cool things in the free Discord, guys. So come join that. The link is in the video description. Secondly, guys, we've also got VIP Discord. So if you would like to receive my trade ideas as and when they happen, you can. You also have access to me throughout the day, so you can ask me trading questions throughout the day. It's like a constant live stream. You also get access to 2 other expert trade ideas. I give you exclusive content every week, and you get access to a performance coach. So if you're interested in that, come join the VIP Discord. We also do a mentorship program, guys. So if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you all the information about the mentorship program. The email is in the video description. Next, guys, we've got YouTube membership. So if you enjoy this analysis, enjoy my vids, then come join us. Yeah, you can show your support by becoming a member for as little as under $2 a month, guys. And finally, don't forget the live streams. Well, you haven't because you're here. So yeah, that's everything we do, guys. All right, what else are we potentially looking at? What was I interested in today? Okay, these Swiss franc pairs, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Let's take a look at this, because potentially, you know, we were seeing this had room, you know, potentially back up to here. So let's see how price reacts with this Aussie dollar Swiss franc pair. What else were we looking at? And that's about it, guys. Like I say, I'm in this New Zealand yen trade. So let's see how this, yeah, so you can see that H1 candle that was coming down fiercely. Maybe we get a bit of a rejection here. Let's see. And then finally, guys, let's take a look at New Zealand US dollar, because it's the, look at that reaction to that news. Look at that. Yeah. That is going to finish as one of the most bearish candles in the history of the Forex market. I'm sure there are more bearish candles, but look at that, guys. Yeah, that US dollar data has absolutely given that US dollar strength. Let's see how that news affected one of the indices. Okay, so for, you know, that has really driven down the NASDAQ. Yeah, look at that reaction on the NASDAQ. Let's take a quick look at the S&P as well. So the indices do not like that information that's come out, guys. Okay, so yeah, indices coming flying down, guys. To be honest with you guys, they always needed a bit of a correction. If we look at this NASDAQ, yeah, if we look at the weekly chart, it's just too overbought. Yeah, that is too overbought. Yeah, so, and it's at an important level through here of resistance. So we can expect potentially this NASDAQ to have, you know, a bit of a retrace from this area, because it's just so overbought, guys. All right, so yeah, that's the reaction of the news so far. And guys, yeah, pay attention to the news coming out later. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. We're going to leave it there now, guys. If you have, everyone smash the like button. Have a great rest of your trading day, and I'll see all of you tomorrow.